Today is May 5th. Welcome to another Midwest EV road trip. Beginning the trip today is actually just going to be me. I'm going to pick up a couple friends in Chicagoland, one in Wheaton and one in Willowbrook, I believe. And we are going to Nashville to cheer on the Chicago Fire, because that's what we do here. So I'm just pulling up the route that we're guessing that we're going to be taking. We've got 4 charging stops, or I have 4 charging stops. I'll be picking up these guys and we'll be stopping to charge in Chicago real quick. So just want to show you what our route looks like. This kind of sucks just because, well, Electrify America doesn't have a great straight route, and there's not really any good chargers as well. I believe 41 would be the way Google would take us down to Nashville, but we're going to be going a little out of our way towards Bloomington, Illinois. Then we're going to be stopping in I'm going to be charging up in Villa Park, near where these guys live. That's one stop over here for 20 minutes. We're going to be stopping in Bloomington for 31 minutes. We're going to be stopping in Effingham for 51 minutes at the Firefly Grill, where I think we're going to probably have some lunch. It looks like we'll probably arrive there around 3 p.m. And then we got one more stop in Paducah, Kentucky, and then we're actually going to be staying in Clarksville, not Nashville. The Airbnb that we're staying at does have an EV charger, so that'll be very convenient and nice. So we're kind of going to, see how it goes. I believe that we will be able to get there probably, 11 hours, 43 minutes. I bet you we'll be there by like 8 p.m. tonight. It's currently 8:30 in Milwaukee, so I'm going to be on my way to pick up Jack. We are leaving with 100% state of charge. What I am actually going to do here as well is reset my trip odometer so that we get the most, it'll actually reset the range on here and kind of recalibrate on the car. I do have a better route planner, also has the OBD connection as well. So I'm going to be resetting this, so we'll be able to track, the whole trip. So 0, and then that rockets up the guesstimated range here as well. Not because we're actually going to get more range, but because it's going to be recalibrating there. So very cool. I'm very excited for this trip. It's going to be a long one. We do have to go out of the way. Thankfully, Electrify America will be putting a stop in Champaign. That's a coming soon location. They have already started construction on it. So that will be very nice for sure. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this goes. We'll see kind of what the state of the infrastructure is looking like these days and kind of go from there. Well, we are in Illinois now, or I am in Illinois now, I should say. A little over halfway to pick up the first of my 2 friends in Wheaton. And we are just getting on to 294, getting off I-94. Right now, overall trip stats, I'll read off for you. I've gone 67 miles since Milwaukee so far, heading south towards Chicago. There is a very slow driver in the left lane in front of me, so people are passing me on the right, of course. And I'm averaging 2.9 miles per kilowatt hour, which is not bad considering I've been going 70 plus. And yeah, the weather is finally nice here today. It's currently 68 degrees. I left Milwaukee. We live right on the lake in Milwaukee. So the temperature was about 55 degrees or so when I left. So it's getting warmer as I go south and away from the lake. It's currently projecting that I arrive to my friend's house at 50%. You'll meet Jack here in a second. I hope he's okay with being on video. So yeah, so far so good. Right now, it estimated that I'd get there with 45%. A better route planner is super conservative about that. So 50% is the target arrival now, and it keeps kind of ticking up. So we'll see what I actually get there with. Then we're going to charge for about 15-20 minutes or so at the Electrify America. I believe it's going to be in Woodridge, Illinois, on our way to pick up my friend out in Willowbrook. So yeah, we will, or 17 minutes it's saying at Woodridge. We'll charge from 45 to 77%. Then we'll pick up my other friend Matt in Willowbrook, and then we'll be we'll, with that 77% from the other charger. A travel assist is yelling at me here. Then we will go to Bloomington. Again, it's really annoying because I'd rather go the Champaign route, but Electrify America, that station's still under construction there. So that will be great for the next time we head out this way, versus going like kind of southwest to go southeast. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. 50% estimated arrival. Right now, let's see, what does it expect us to get all the way to Nashville to? About 8:36 p.m. So it's currently 9:40 a.m. It's gonna be all day driving. Bummer that we have to go out of the way because we probably could have saved 30 minutes to an hour. But you know, it is what it is. This is the the current state of CCS infrastructure. I'm sure Tesla has superchargers with a more direct route. But you know, it is what it is. And honestly, again, the just driving the EV is worth it, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what we get there, what we get to Jack's at, and then we will go from there. All right, so we just got off I-355, got off at North Avenue here, and turning left onto Swift Road. And we are on our way almost to pick up Jack, and a better route planner initially had a guesstimated arrival of 45%. We're guesstimated to arrive at 53% now. So that's a nice 8% buffer that we've made. So what we will do here, we'll pick up Jack. I believe a better route planner is still going to want us to stop at the Electrify America in Woodridge. And dear God, I did some research and I think these stations are fine, the ones that we're going to be using on the trip. Obviously, you always want to check plug share, make sure everyone else is still, you know, able to use the chargers and everything, because unfortunately just the state of the infrastructure currently, it is hard to guarantee that chargers will be working. So I think this trip looks good. I think that Electrify America has definitely got problems in certain regions, and I want to say that things are going to go super smooth based on the research I've done, but really you never know, and that's kind of the thing with these. So the game we're going to is tomorrow, so if we run into a snag today, you know, we've got plenty of time to kind of figure it out, but we're planning on arriving at most of these chargers at about 5% or so, so I'm really hoping these chargers are working. So here's our controlled left turn here that we're going to make, and stay there, Volkswagen Jetta, thank you. Never know whether someone's going to turn right in front of you or not. But we are 8 minutes from Jack now. So we are going to pick up Jack, see what we actually arrive with. It still says 53%. Our estimated arrival, we're currently at 56%, with a guesstimated 139 miles on the guessometer, which is awesome at 56%. That's above the EPA rated range of this car of 250 miles, if my math is serving me correct here. So yeah, I think that this is going to be a good trip. Currently 68 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So we'll see how this goes. Welcome to Woodridge, Illinois. We've got Jack here.
Hey, how's it going?
This is Jack's first EV road trip, as well as it will be Matt's too. We are at the Electrify America at this Target location here. And these are having the great message that we've seen time and time again, where it shows the maximum power has been reduced. So we'll see what we actually get here. We're just under 50% state of charge. Jack, I'm gonna give you this for a second, if you don't mind. Thank you. I am going to plug us in here and we'll see kind of what we're getting. We just need to charge for about, well, if the charger's performing at the correct power, we just need to charge for about 15 minutes to get to Bloomington, Illinois, on our way down to Nashville here. So we're gonna plug in, we'll get this guy activated. The app shows 50 kilowatts as the top speed, but we will see here, so we can come on over. Initiating. Let's see how we actually end up getting here. The one charger over here is down, so that's not great. So there's only 3 chargers here, plus a level 2, it looks like, over there. And 1 out of 3 are down, so that kind of sucks, but that's kind of what we expect of Electrify America these days.
So like, what are like the major like charging station places?
So Electrify America is the biggest like coast to coast network right now.
Okay.
You gotta be joking me. We cannot sit here at 13 kilowatts. That's absolutely putrid. Jack, what are your first impressions of the reliability of the charging networks?
Okay, so 13 kilowatts seems like a very small number in comparison to 150, so not very good.
No, definitely not. For reference, my home charger, the one that I have at home, is 6 kilowatts.
Oh.
So this is horrible.
Yeah.
This is like,
This is an actual like.
This is not fast.
Giant, no.
This is not fast. So okay, what we're gonna do then, we might have to skip this station, go pick up Matt, and go to a different one, because this is trash, like absolutely trash. So I'm gonna move the car over to charger 3 here, because I'm not sitting here waiting at 13. That's garbage. Thankfully, I think the charger's on the way. I did check the scouting reports. There's an app called PlugShare, Jack.
That's hilarious.
Where you can kind of check and see. I think we were planning on stopping in Villa Park and not here, so I don't think I checked this one out, but I probably should have.
Yeah.
The Chicagoland area has a lot of chargers, but there's a lot that don't work very well. So I'm going to move the car.
Okay.
We'll see if we get better luck, and if we don't, we're just skipping this one, and we'll stop in Joliet or something.
Okay.
But this is horrible. All right.
Come on, baby. I believe in you.
Dear God. All right, we'll grab this handle.
What's that little small one over there?
That's a level 2. So that one
worse.
That one charges 7 kilowatts, which is almost what these huge ones are doing, which is crazy. So we're not sitting here at a level 2. I swear to God, if this is 13 again, okay, I will put on the record right now. This is the slowest. That was the slowest charging Electrify America charger I've ever seen, which of course is great for a new a new person into EV charging. Okay, hold on. Matt is calling. I'm gonna dismiss him right now. He's probably like, "Where the hell are you?" And
yeah, pretty much.
I don't want to embarrass myself and tell him we're trying to get a freaking charger to work. All right, we'll swipe the charge because the tap
Have you had
never
more
works.
positive experiences than negative experiences?
Yes.
So far.
For the most part,
Okay,
more
just
like
in general.
It's very rare to find a station. Oh, I wouldn't say it's rare, but it's uncommon to find a station that's in this dire need of disrepair. For the record, this one was also showing the message that power was reduced. Usually when I see that message, it still charges at 50 or 60, which is like reasonable.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
It's not great. It's not fast, not ultra fast. They put these fancy new stickers on the chargers and they still don't work. If this is 13, we're getting the hell out of here because this is ridiculous. 3, 6, 10, 13, 17.
Ooh.
Okay, there we go. 19. We're still not going to sit and wait. 19. At 48%, we should be getting 50 or 60 kilowatts at minimum. So we are scrapping this station. We're going to stop in Joliet because this is trash. Electrify America, fix yourself. Thank you. Oh my God. Welcome to Joliet, Illinois.
Joliet.
Yes. Yes, sir. Joliet. This is also Matt's first time in an electric vehicle, for a road trip at least.
Yeah.
So we went to that Woodridge station, if you remember. We picked, and that one was a complete nightmare. So we picked up Matt. So we're now here at the Electrify America in Joliet. So Jack will come around here. We'll get the car plugged in. This station is supposed to be better. So we'll go ahead and plug the car in. Matt, do you want to do the honors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how to do this.
There you go. Do it.
So you take the thing.
There you go. Look at you. And this is
baby.
station number 4. So I'm going to go ahead and activate that in my app. And then we're hopefully going to have some better luck with this one than at that other station. This one does not show that the rate is limited. So normally it'd be 48 cents a kilowatt hour. And the car is 77 kilowatt hours. But this car, or I have the ID.4 with the free charging plan, so it doesn't cost me anything. So we'll wait for it to kick off here. There we
This is
go.
so exciting.
This is your first time watching the car charge?
No.
There you go.
I'm a gas guy. I know. Bad for the environment.
Well, EVs are, I mean, like a lot of this power is generated from fossil fuel for now, but
learned something.
the goal is for it to not. So look at that. We're already getting way more than what we had.
Oh no, it's still kind of shaky.
Oh, for God's sake, 36? All right, we're gonna try the one behind here because, wow, this is the second station in a row where we should be getting 50, 60 at minimum. Usually when it's stuck in the 30s,
or is it not worth it?
this will be fine, but I think this one might do better. So we're gonna check. But this is just another example of derated charging because usually when it's stuck at 36, that means there's a problem with the cable. So they just need to work on their maintenance skills for these stupid things. But this is not a great start, but I think that once we get out of Chicagoland, Joliet area, I think we should be good. So let's plug into this guy instead.
Oh, nice.
I have a feeling it's that station, but we'll see. So this is a 350 kilowatt charger versus the 150, so that means we should automatically be getting more speed. The ID.4 only does 135, but because that one's only giving us 36, I don't feel that bad.
Friendship.
There you go. Sorry, I didn't let you plug that one in, but... All right.
For the content.
For the content. So the 150 was a bust. Let's see what we get on the 350, because the car should be doing much more than 36 kilowatt.
So you can like use the pump from each side?
Yeah. So this, well, you can only use. So that's the stupid thing too. You can only use one of these at a time. But the reason they have the 2 cables right now is for redundancy. So like if one cable is busted, you can grab the other one. It's really, dude, I don't know. But they have new stations now that I've been to where they only have 1 cable. 26, 30, 33, 30. Oh, okay, there we go. Now we're getting much faster. We should honestly get above 60, maybe above 70.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
There's another one of your cars, Arai.
There we go. We got an ID.4 party going on here. We got 3 of them here.
Yeah, party.
All right, so we're at about 100 kilowatts. So see, that's proof that it was that station. So we're gonna let the car charge, run and get some snacks.
Can't someone just like rip that out?
Nope, it's locked in.
Oh.
You can try if you want.
No, I'm good. I don't want to. I'm too strong. I don't want to break your car.
Yeah, it gets locked in, so we're good. So we'll leave it. Sweet. So we got an ID.4 party here. We got 3 out of the 4 chargers occupied with ID.4s. This station's bad. I'm gonna report that. And we'll run in and we'll report back how long it takes for us to get what we need. Alrighty, so we picked up some snacks here in Joliet for our trip. We are now at 60% state of charge. I did start referring to a better route planner again, even though I skipped that other stop because of the poor charging experience over there. It showed that we only needed to get to 58% to make it to Bloomington with 5%. So I think we should be good to go here. We have about another 9 hours. I think that might not be including this current stop. So about another 9 hours. Stop in Bloomington. We'll stop at that Firefly Grill in Effingham, Illinois. So again, the route kind of looks like this here. But yeah, we're at 60%, which should be enough for us to get to Bloomington. So I will hit stop here. We'll go ahead and we'll get the car unplugged. Matt and Jack are already back in the car. All right, so we'll get this guy unplugged. Cool. Put the charging cap back on. Alrighty. We're gonna get on our way to Bloomington. A couple more charging stops and then we'll be in Nashville eventually. Alrighty, we've got a hot one out here today. We've got the car ripping the AC, if you can hear it. If I get close up here, ripping the AC, trying to keep the battery cool. We've got a Rivian R1S parked here. We are in Bloomington, Normal, Illinois. I forgot which one this actual charger is at, but this 350 charger, I believe, was showing the reduced charging message. That's not even the one where the Rivian was parked in. So we're gonna have to see kind of what's going on. I don't see the message on here right now, but we're gonna try to plug in. There's also a BMW i3 and one other charger open on the other side, but we're gonna try to plug in and kind of see what happens here. I think I'm gonna have to move chargers. There's one other free one on the other side here. It still thinks I'm charging at the other location. That might be why it's not letting me start the charge here. This is horrible. Horrible. Electrify America's got to do a lot better with this. I am going to try. Yeah, it's telling me to unplug already. All right, well, that is no good. So yeah, we're gonna try the other charger. I have a feeling it's not gonna let me activate, but this charger also seems to be nerfed. According to the app, it's only showing 50 kilowatts. So I'm gonna have to see what's going on with that. So we arrived here with 2% state of charge, and we need to charge up to 77% before we head out today. I'm not really liking this Electrify America experience today. This is definitely one of the worst. Why is there a zip tie on the charger? I will never know. I think I hear another ID.4 pulling up here. Must be going the same route as us. I think those are the same people from the Joliet charger. I might have to give Electrify America a call if my app is just frozen on my last session. This is definitely not good at all. This is so far one of the worst starts to a road trip that I have ever had on Electrify America, so this is not ideal at all. It's still showing my last session stuck as of 98 minutes ago. So I think I'm gonna have to give Electrify America a call. I'm gonna try one more time. It's not letting me swipe, so I'm gonna have to give Electrify America a call here.
Thank you for contacting Electrify America.
My app is not letting me initiate the charge. I think it's still stuck on my last charging session. I was wondering if you could help me with that.
Let me go ahead and collect a little bit of information from you, and then I'll see what we can do. I'll see if I can see that active session.
Okay, sounds great.
What we can do to get that charge started for you. Thank you. And are you enjoying your ID.4 so far?
I love it. I love it. Aside from, the occasional charging issue here and there, it's been a good car.
Okay, I do see that there is an active session. Just bear with me a second here. I'm going to try to stop this active session first, and if I can't get it stopped, then we'll see if we can get your remote started.
Okay, sounds great.
So while I'm trying to start here and refreshing, I'll explain what's going to happen if it doesn't stop. So if it doesn't stop, I'll get the active session reported. And then we'll try to get your remote started through your account.
Okay.
If it's still showing active and you need to charge again, I would try to do what we were just discussing, to try to start it through Tap to Pay. If you're unable to get it started through Tap to Pay, just feel free to give us a call. Let us know that you have that active session and that it's been reported, and we can try to get you a remote started until they're able to get that session stopped for you.
That'd be great if there's any way to expedite that too, because I have at least 2 more charging stops I need to make. I'm on my way to Nashville right now.
So if it's still showing active when you need to charge again and Tap to Pay is not working, like I said, just give us a call. Let us know that you have that active session, that it's already been reported, and they should be able to get you started with the remote start.
Sounds good. So I'll just call if I need to, worst case. This one was working. So this one I'm getting 175. This is the highest I've ever gotten on this.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So did they do something?
So my app is stuck on my session in Joliet.
Oh.
So I couldn't activate it. So I had to call them to activate. That's the first time I've ever had to do that.
So do you use this one? Yeah.
That one should work. I know it's a 150, but it should at least get you where you need to be. But no, I've seen this message everywhere. This temporarily reduced.
Yeah.
It's horrible. How are you guys liking the Rivian other than the charging?
Great.
Yeah. That's good. I'm glad to hear.
Picked it up in September.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I have the ID.4. I originally was only able to get 125 on it, and they did a software update, and now I'm getting 180. I mean, that's awesome. I'm really happy about that.
Is there any problems, any issues, anything?
With the ID.4, no. For the most part, just the software, stuff like that. But like right now with this updated software, I mean, I'm just amazed at how fast the speeds are going. All right, you have joined us again at the Walmart in Bloomington, Normal area. We have 2 Rivian R1Ss still plugged in here. The Rivian next to me has been charging for 20 minutes and it's only gone up like 10%. And because they're on like a reduced rate 50 kilowatt charger, we're still ripping here at 85 or so kilowatts. Matt had something to say about Walmart. Matt, what was your Walmart hot take or charging hot take?
Well, my initial thought was, like, what would y'all do if Walmarts didn't exist? Like, where do you charge? How are you able to go on road trips? Because it seems like we're just going to stop at every single Walmart in the country.
That is kind of what it seems. Now, the next stop was that Firefly Grill that I was telling you about.
Effingham.
In Effingham, yep. So that one is going to be the first non-Walmart stop. That might be the only non-Walmart stop that we get to today. Because I think in Paducah, we're going to stop in Effingham, and then we're going to stop in Paducah, Kentucky. And I think those are both at Walmarts. So, it's great. That's why, I don't know why Walmarts are where these are. Maybe because they have such huge parking lots and so much space to put these and stuff. But I would prefer them to be at convenience stops, gas stations. I don't know. What are you guys' take on that? Do you guys have an opinion on where, if you had to wait, where would you want these to be as a non-EV driver right now?
Well, I'll say that I like Walmart because if you're sitting here for a half hour, a gas station only has limited things to do in it. You go check out the coolers and then you're done. You come here, you could go to the toy section. You could go check out what games they have for the Switch. A little bit more to do, a little bit more entertaining. But it's Walmart, Walmart.
Yeah, every Walmart's a little different too. It's interesting to see who, you kind of get a feel for where you are by walking into a Walmart, I feel, which is interesting. Just, there's a lot of characters
Chicago.
for sure.
Yeah. So
Jack, you got any thoughts?
I think it'd be okay if it was at a gas station if you had the more quick, convenient type of charging every time, where it's the nice thing about Walmart is if it does take a little longer, you are able to spend some time, getting snacks, going to the bathroom, doing other stuff while you wait. So
I will give my hot take. I have driven overnight before, and I absolutely hate that these are at Walmart's. Because
Yeah.
Walmart's usually closed.
that's true.
So you sit here in an empty parking lot,
Yeah.
and it's creepy.
That's
so
fair. No,
if
I
you're
was the
driving
same.
overnight, it sucks. All right, welcome to Effingham, Illinois. We're here at the Firefly Grill. This is an awesome stop. There's not that much around here. I can't imagine something in the middle of the night would be good, but it's very pretty, and they seem to have a nice restaurant here that we're gonna go and eat. We're actually gonna charge to about 100% this time, which will take probably about an hour. That'll give us some time to eat dinner and everything, and then we can skip the next Electrify America. What's that? Not dinner, it's lunch, late lunch. It's like 4 p.m. So I mean, it's like pre-dinner, I don't know, whatever. But we're gonna get plugged in here. Let's just see what we get. I'm gonna plug into the 350 because there's nobody else here. And actually when I plugged into the 350 the last station, which was the only one without reduced power, where were we, Jess? Bloomington, normal? Gosh, it's been a long day already. But so yeah, we plugged in over there. And then I got 180 kilowatts. So I think if I plug into a 350 again, I might be able to ride the wave. And I went about 2% to 80% in 35 minutes at that last station, which I think is a record for this car. I think it's due to the 3.1 software update. So let's just activate the charger here. We're charger number 3. Come on. See, just so you guys know, the next update this car is supposed to get is plug and charge. So all you have to do, like a Tesla, is plug it in and it automatically bills you and everything. You don't have to go through and wait and make sure, that'll make life a lot easier. So we're ramping up, we're starting. Okay, we're not being limited so far, so it seems. So let's see if we can get up to a nice, decent charging speed. And then I have to set the car to charge to 100 instead of 80. That is looking pretty good. 120, 130. This is the first station that we've gotten first try on. Halfway through our trip, we're just about at 170. Again, this is a 2021 First Edition. My maximum charging speed used to be 125 before this software update. Because the weather is ideal and the battery's at a good temperature and everything, that's probably the first time, that is the first time at the last station that I saw this speed, first road trip. So we will see how long it takes to get to 100%, and then we're just gonna skip the next charger and go straight to Paducah, Kentucky, which will be our last stop after this one, before we hit Clarksville. We're running a little behind because of those initial charging mishaps that we had in Joliet, where we had to go quite off the highway. Are you cold, Jack? It's like 70 degrees. You look like you were shivering. Just tired? Okay. All right, we'll get some food. We'll be good. Look at that. Already up to like 175. This is awesome. This is ideal. All right, so we're just leaving Firefly Grill. We were there for just about an hour. What time did we pull up? It was like 4:30, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little after 5:30 now. We pulled up to, okay, we're turning right here. We charged from, what do we arrive with? 4%, 6%, something like that. We charged all the way to 100 and ate our meal. That was a fantastic restaurant. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, 100% would recommend.
Yeah, that was,
Everything was delicious.
great.
Yeah.
That was absolutely fantastic. What is it do? Why is it? A better route planner is so silly sometimes. It wants me, no, we're going here. We're going to Paducah. Come on.
Paducah.
It thinks, there's no one behind me. I'm doing a U-turn. I think it thinks that we're going back to that charger, which we're not. There's no way it's 4 hours. Oh, this is going straight to the destination. Why is it not taking me? What the heck? Okay. Well, this is still the right direction, so I know that much. And we are going to skip the Electrify America in Mount Vernon, Illinois, and we are going to go straight to the one in Paducah, Kentucky, since we were able to.
Stop in Marion.
We also have to stop in Marion to grab some Malort, but that is a Chicago tradition for the Chicago game. You are 100% correct, Matt. Thank you for pointing that out. So we will, what is it called? Speakeasy Liquors. It's some place that has Malort down here. And there's no other place on the way. It's just this one. Evansville, that's out of the way. Yeah. This other one's right off the highway, so right off the interstate. Cool. Well, it thinks we're going to get to Paducah at 8. So I would anticipate, let's see, what time does it think we're going to arrive? Okay, so it thinks we're going to get to Clarksville at like 10 p.m. now. We'll see if we can chop off some time. But there's been a lot of construction slowing down, and then we had those charging issues at the beginning, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll catch you in a few. All right, right, so I realized that I forgot to turn on the microphone receiver on the initial charge here. So we just charged from 18 to 60% in about 17 minutes. So we are now, that's our final fast charging stops. We're on our way to Clarksville, where the ID.4 navigation, I switched to the ID.4 navigation because the Better Route Planner has just been super glitchy and like kept wanting me to go back to the charger instead of the next one. I don't understand what's going on with that, but it says we're going to arrive at our Airbnb with 7%. And then we have a charger there that our host provides for us, so that'll be nice. So yeah, we'll report back and just make sure that charger works there. And then worst case scenario, there is another charger there is an Electrify America charger in Clarksville that we can use as an emergency backup in case we need to. Because I don't know how fast this charger that he supplies. It's a ChargePoint Flex, but it's listed as a level 1 charger, but I'm sure it's a level 2, so we'll see. So we are going to get on out of here. It's been a long day. We are arriving at 10 p.m. now. So Better Route Planner initially was saying like 8:39, so we added an hour, probably because we spent a little extra time eating and doing some other stuff. So we will get on out of here. What do you guys think of the EV charging situation? Any thoughts?
I like it.
Yeah, it's been fine.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I like making stops on road trips. I think that is...
Actually has made me
feel
like it goes a little slower or faster.
Yeah. You know, it takes longer.
Yeah.
But I hate sitting...
Breaking it up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I hate sitting in a car longer than I have to. Like, I don't know, some people just like, my friend Max, for example, which Matt knows, he likes driving 8 hours straight when he can. Like, he would hate driving like this. So, like, obviously a gas car will fuel up faster and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, there's pros and cons, but it makes it fun. We stop and see all the different Walmarts and all the different towns, and that Firefly Grill was great, so that was a good find. We would not have found that if not for the EV charging, so
True.
That worked out. But cool. So we'll report back when we get to Clarksville. We're 99 miles away. Looks like about an hour and a half, and then we'll settle for the night and we'll film a return trip. All right, so we arrived at Clarksville, just before 11 last night? Something like that, Matt?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So then we plugged in at 6% and let it go overnight. It's currently 11, so we had about 12 hours of charging or so. And we averaged 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour on the way here, which is reasonable, I would say. And then we drove for about 11 hours, or I drove for about 11 hours from Milwaukee. And then 628 miles we went, and we had to charge those 3 or 4 times. So yeah, we will definitely continue to document our trip to Nashville, and then we will kind of see how it goes on the way back. Hopefully it goes pretty, relatively smooth. He's gonna go hat trick.
Hat trick go. Come on, mate. Look at my zoom.
So we just got back to our Airbnb from a very disappointing Chicago Fire soccer game, but what else is new? We lost 3-0 to Nashville. Still worth the energy and vibes, and Nashville supporters were awesome. So now we just got back to our Airbnb. Catch me in the passenger seat here. We just plugged back in the car. We did find a Blink charger in downtown Nashville at the Music City Hall, which was pretty nice. So we went ahead and charged there for about 2 hours. We got about 20%. It was like a 6 kilowatt charger. The one that's Airbnb is only 3.5. So we're going to set it to max 100. I don't know what time exactly we're leaving tomorrow. We will not be leaving that late, I could tell you that, but we might leave around when the car hits 80%. And I think then you'll catch us in part 2, heading back. But we'll probably end up leaving here with close to 80%. But yeah, overall, very, very fun, trip aside from the disappointing result. If I go in and look at our charging stats, so we went to and from Nashville, from Clarksville, which is about 50 miles or so. So I've spent about 14 and a half hours in the car, 741 miles total, averaging about 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour with an average speed of 54 miles an hour. I think that 54 miles an hour, I'm not sure if that is just driving time or if that's something else, but or if that's including the charging stops, like when the car is on. But we have it set for to charge to 100 if it does somehow go over 80, but I don't anticipate that happening. But I just want to show you guys real quick as well. So this charger at this Airbnb is awesome. This is our unit here, but just as a basic, charge point flex charger here. So it's 240 volt. It says 60 amps, but it certainly is not, because it is charging only at 3.5 kilowatts, and that's the same thing it did yesterday too. So I don't think it's anything with the car or anything we could be doing differently. But yeah, it was a successful trip, I would say, in terms of the EV getting us to and from where we need to go. But yeah, we will catch you guys on the way back.